Okay, the first question, simple integration. So we rewrite the integration as a full negative power, so it's x to the power of negative 3 over 2 dx, and then we apply the integration rules, add 1 to the power and divide by the new power, so it will be x to the power of negative half divide by negative half plus c. Rearrange and write it as a root. So that's your final answer. Next question, so another integration. You can see here you've got like a polynomial equation or expressions per 7. Before you can integrate it as a polynomial, you need to make sure that there is the differentiation of the sign is exist in the function, which is in this case here is the cosine exist. So that's why you can use it as a integration chain rule, reverse of chain rule. So the integration of that will be sine to the power of 8 x divided by the new power and plus c. Next one is we've got implicit integration, because you've got dy over dx and both sides you've got x and y. So the first thing is you do cross multiply, so you will have y dy over 6 square x plus 1 dx, and you integrate both sides, so the y is y square over 2 plus or equal 6 square is tan, so it's tan x plus c. Then you need to find the value of the c as the value is being given. So when y is equal to 2, when x is 0, so you multiply, you substitute instead of y 2, so that gives me 4 over 2 equal tan 0 plus c, and if you solve this you will have c is equal to 2, and then you're going to rewrite this equation as y square over 2 equal tan x plus 2. I would like to deal with fractions, so I'll multiply everything by 2 just to get rid of this fraction here. So I have it y square equal 2 tan x plus 2x plus 4. And to work it out, now just substitute instead of pi, instead of x pi, and you find the value of, so it's 2 tan pi plus 2 pi plus 4, and then square root the answer, so you'll end up with square root positive negative 2 pi plus 4. You can find the values of that if you want. Next questions, find the value of find the k such as the area enclosed by the line 0 x equal to 0 and x equal to 1. So you're integrating definitely from 0 to 5. The x-axis and the curve y, so this is the curve that you are integrating, exceeds 5, so it's more than, so with respect to x, more than 5 over k. So I've just read it and integrating it. Now you can integrate, the integration is 1 over k e kx between 0 to 5 greater than 5 over k. Substitute, you'll end up with 1 over k open a bracket e 5k minus 1 close bracket greater than 5 over k, and then multiply everything by k. You'll end up with e 5k minus 1 greater than 5. Let's continue this side here. So to get rid of the 5k, take the 1 to the other side, so it's become 6. Get rid of the e by having ln both sides. So that's giving me 5k greater than ln 6 So k is greater than ln 6 divided by 5. That's your final answer. The next question, find the value of x when y is 9. So you need to find the equation of that. Again, it's another implicit integration. So you cross multiply, you will have dy times 1 plus e to the power of 3x equal 6y e to the power of 3x dx. And now you need to have the y on one side and x is on the other side, so that's why we'll have dy over y. So taking the y in here, taking this one to the other side, so it becomes 6e 3x over 1 plus e 3x. Then now you can integrate both sides. So that will give me ln y plus c, and that will give me, you can use this as 1 over x, so it's ln, because the differentiation of the denominator exists in here, so you can cancel out. So that's why it will be 6 ln 1 plus e 3x. And now you substitute, instead of y 4 and x is 0, ln 1 plus e to the power of 0, and by substituting, rearranging, you will have c is 0. So your equation is ln y equal 6 ln, oh sorry, divide by 3. I messed it up. So I need to divide by 3 in here because it's 3x, and that will cancel out. So left is 2. That one becomes 2 as well. Just gonna fix it in here. Yep. Ln 1 plus e 3x. Now substitute ln 9 divide by 2 equal ln 1 plus e 3x. And now work it out, just taking ln to both e to both sides, so you can take this one off. So ln 9 divided by 2 is giving me a number, and then ln of that number sorry, e of that number will give me 3, and that 1 plus e 3x, taking that 1 to the other side, so it's become 2 equal e 3x. Put e, just remember. And then now ln both sides to get rid of this e, so it's ln 2 equal 3x, so x is equal ln 2 over 3. Question, another integration. So integrating of the x is x squared over 2, integrating of the, so the 4 is here, the cosine becomes sine 2x divided by 2 plus c, then simplify. Next one is applying the trapezium rule. So you need to find the number of intervals in here, and the number of intervals are 8, so it becomes 1 over 8, open a bracket, this is, and then substitute the values of the 6 following the trapezium rule. So it will be something like that, and all of these are multiplied by 2. So it's only the first and the last, adding it separately, and then the rest of the terms, or the terms in between, or the values in between, will be multiplied by 2. get the value of that, becomes 8.3. Alright, as again, with those type of questions, I would go straight away to the requirement, and the requirement may say how far, so definitely I need the distance formula. Now if I go back into that question and I can see that the acceleration is being given, so I'll have to integrate twice. So acceleration is being given, I'll have to integrate to give the velocity, then I integrate again, and that will give me the distance. So I'll integrate the first one first. I would rewrite that as 1 to the power of 3 dt. Now integrating this, I've got t minus 0.4 t minus 1, and adding 1 will be 4 over 3 divided by the new power 4 over 3 plus c. Simplifying this, you will end up with t minus 0.3 t minus 1 plus c. Now you need to find the value of c before you integrate further. So it says in here that the acceleration was measured in meter per second. After 1 second, the object was moving at a velocity of 1. So that's mean this is the velocity. So when the velocity is 1, after 1 second, so that gives me 0, and 1, take it to the other side, so c is 0. So now the velocity is t minus 0.3 . So now we'll have to integrate again to get the distance formula. So integrating that will give me t squared over 2 minus 0.9, open bracket, t minus 1 over 7 over 3 over 7. Because I divide 7 over 3, so you flip it around, it becomes 0.9. This time I'm not gonna put plus c because I have a definite integration. I want the far between 1 and 5, so it's 1 to 5. Substitute, so you substitute the 5 first, then minus, substitute the 1, get the answer. The final answer is 8.73 meter. Now next questions, find the value of constants k such that integrating from 0 to 1 over k to this function. So we'll integrate first. So the integrating is k x plus 1 over k between 0 to 1 over k. Now I will substitute, and that's equal to k. So I will substitute that, and when you substitute this here, we'll end up with 1 over k ln 2 equal k. Just substitute the 0 and substitute the k. It's quite straightforward. And next one, now cross multiply, so it'll end up with ln 2 equal k squared, so k equal square root plus minus of ln 2. Okay, simple integration function. So sec integration of sec square is 10, so that's become 10 5x over 5 plus c. Next one is, you can't use the substitution method here, so the easiest way is you expand first. So I would have 1 plus 2 third root of x plus third root x squared dx. Now I would expand, I will integrate each one, so it's x plus this one here is 2 over, and x to the power of 1/3 plus 1 become x to the power of 4 over 3 divide by 4 over 3, so it's become divide by 3 over 4 times 3 over 4 plus x to the power of it's 2 over 3 plus 1 becomes 5 over 3. Divide by 5 over 3 and you flip it, you change it to multiplication, flip it, becomes 3 over 5 plus c, and you can simplify that. Yeah. Now next questions is finding the area between two curves. So as always you integrate, and that you can see in here between 0 to negative 0.7, the smallest number at the bottom, to 0. Area between the curves, always the top curve, take away the bottom curves. The top curve is e to the power of x minus the bottom curve, which is x squared dx. And now you would integrate, which is e to the power of 6, if this one here is x to the power of 3 over 3 on negative 0.720. And then just by substitution and minusing, then that's the final answer, unit square. Right, so we integrate first in here because it's the same base. So when you divide, you minus the powers. So that's why I'll rewrite this expression as x minus 1 to the power of negative 2 over 3 dx equal m. Now I would integrate, divide by 1/3, so it will be multiplied by 3, 1 to k equal m. Now I would substitute, so I will end up with, this is 1 minus 1, so it becomes 0, 0 to the power of 0 times 3, 0, so that's why it's only the k is valid. Now I will put the power of 3, expand, rearrange, and that's proven. Right, last question with these type of questions, as I said before, you go straight away and you need to find out what it's asking you. So it says, how long will it take, will it be from the time the ball is placed until the table is sufficient to cool to eat? So it needs the time. Alright, so, and it's relate the time with the time of the ball, so that's why you would say let t be the ball above temperature. Now you write your equation. It's a rate in here, it's a constant at 20 seconds, the rate at which placed. So the rate will be dt, the temperature of the food with respect to time. It's equal at a constant rate, so will be a proportional to the temperature of the food minus 20, which is the initial temperature of the room. Now you would cross multiply, now integrate both sides. Now you need to find the value of the c, and you're given an information in here when the ball was placed firstly was 80 C. So when t is 0, the 80 degrees, so that's why it's ln 60 equals c. So you would rewrite that as ln t minus 20 equal kt plus ln 60. Taking the ln to the other side become minus. We know the ln rules, the minus becomes divide, so that's why I would write it as 1 ln I would write the equation like that. Now, next step, I need to find the value of the K. So the value of the K says here, after 2 minutes, the temperature of the bowl was 70. So ln 70 minus 20 is 50 over 60, so it's 5 over 6 equal K or 2K. So I would rearrange. So K equal ln 5 over 6 over 2. Now I would write my formula. And now you can rearrange to find the T value. So you would divide by, so the T equal, and then you will substitute instead of the T in here, the 56, because they wanted when the temperature is cool to eat, and it says here it's fallen to 56 when it's cool to eat. So it becomes ln 56 minus 20 over 60 divided by ln 5 over 6 over 2, and you get the answer 5.6.